It's been a great year for our members. We had an incredible response rate. 90% of our membership responded to our survey, even on a compressed timeline. And what we saw, which is most striking, is that we are back to pre-pandemic levels of revenue. And so we see it, it's not evenly felt amongst our members, but there's a general sense that we're trending back towards a state where revenues are in a state of growth. And we can start to innovate and create more opportunities, both within our home institutions and with partnerships abroad.
Yeah, I mean, Nick already made reference to pre-pandemic results. The same thing is also true in terms of modalities of delivery. Because in the pre-pandemic world, I mean, online was increasing, but the major dominant modality was face-to-face, with little bit of hybrid in between. Now, over the last years, and this year in particular, we're seeing the consistent increase of market share gain, so to speak, of face-to-face modality. And we're seeing the online shrinking in the same respect. So, but the rate of change from year to year is decreasing, which means we're approaching the stability. Where these modalities will stabilize. And when they do, again, about 2/3 will probably land somewhere with regards to face-to-face, about, let's say, 20% or so on online. But we will see, and we are seeing it in this year's result as well, an increase in hybrid, where some percentage of online is actually embedded into a face-to-face program. So that makes it, I mean, at least a little bit of a hybrid. So that's a major take on that we're stabilizing more and more, and online and hybrid is part of our life now.
Well, going past pandemic, talking forward to AI, it's a topic on everybody's mind. And in fact, the benchmarking committee considered that last year. We started asking questions about AI, and we're seeing that the members of UNICON are starting to becoming more familiar with AI. Not quite embracing it in totality yet. So using it more and more. When we ask members, how are they using it? Marketing is the category that is easiest to engage AI. And then some administrative tasks. But going further, we wanted to know if it's being used in decision-making processes, and it's not, right? That's a little bit harder to engage at this point. But the encouraging thing is we're seeing members engaging into AI in a bunch of different ways. And we also, as a committee, we thought about, well, what might be barriers in engaging AI? And about 3 out of 5 schools told us it's not having a strategic plan to engage AI. And one may think, oh, well, that may be a negative. I see it as a positive. I think schools recognize in order to engage a tool like this, which is a lot of different tools in some ways, is that do it in a strategic manner. So I think that's a positive thing. And we're starting to see on the content level that schools are starting to use AI. But at the very beginning, about 6% of open enrollment and custom titles are focused on AI. So very new, but at least what we're seeing is schools are starting to engage and embrace this tool as it's developing very fast for all of us.
May I piggyback on Brian's note with the AI?
Yeah.
Because I just want to underline how valuable the benchmarking survey is. Because it's agile, it's flexible. Every year it's reviewed, revised, and upgraded. For instance, during the pandemic, or maybe 1 year after that, we had questions about which online platform is used, right? That was very useful benchmark data that we all schools benefited from. Now we don't have that question anymore, right? Because that has become irrelevant. But this year we introduced the AI-related questions. So the survey itself is dynamic and is really a resourceful tool that is very useful for exec ed operations in strategic decision-making or tactical movements or assessments, and see where they are. So we were very excited about that. So next year, I guess, will still be a lot of work to revise it even further.
So to our members, we're listening.
Absolutely.
Looking forward to it.